Hello, everyone. Hope you're having a wonderful Friday. Going to have time for our Bible trivia. Before we get to our Bible trivia, let me ask you a question. What's the last thing that goes through a bug's mind as it hits your windshield? It's behind. True, it's true. What happens when you cross a shark with a cow? I don't know, but I'm not going to milk it. Oh boy. All right. Let's get to our quizzes. Going to have 10 questions, and then they're worth a point apiece. And then we got two bonus questions that are optional, but they're worth 3 points. But if you get them wrong, you miss 3 points. So let's begin. Number one, what did Hezekiah, king of Judah, wisely remove from his kingdom? Successor to the throne, all the feeble in mind and body, or the altars for idols? 2 Kings 18, 1 through 4 tells us that it was the altar for idols. Number two, 10 years after the kingdom of Israel was captured, who seized the fortified cities of Judah? Was it the Egyptians, Assyrians, or Persians? 2 Kings 18, verse 13, tells us that it was the Assyrians. Number three, who prophesied that Jerusalem would not fall to the Assyrians? Was it Jeremiah, Ezekiel, or Isaiah? 2 Kings 19, verses 20 through 34, tells us that it was the prophet Isaiah. Number four, what did God do to 185,000 Assyrians who were camped outside of Jerusalem? Killed them, crippled them, blinded them. 2 Kings 19, verse 35, and also Isaiah 37, verse 36 tells us that he killed them. Number five, who was king of Assyria when the 185,000 soldiers were killed? Was it Sennacherib, Sargon, or Tilgath-Pilser? 2 Kings 19, verse 36 tells us that it was King Sennacherib. And here's your bonus question. Who killed Sennacherib? Who killed Sennacherib? Isaiah 37, verses 37 through 38 tells us that it was his own sons. All right, here's our next set of questions. Number one, how many times did Nebuchadnezzar attack Jerusalem? 2, 3, or 5? 2 Kings 24, verse 1 lets us know that it was 3 times. Number two, what was king of Judah? Let me start over again. Who was king of Judah when Nebuchadnezzar attacked Jerusalem the first time? Was it Jehoiakim, Hezekiah, or Zedekiah? 2 Kings 24, verse 1 tells us that it was Jehoiakim. Number three, what country was coming to help Judah when Nebuchadnezzar attacked Jerusalem? Was it Egypt, Persia, or Arabia? Jeremiah 37, verses 1 through 7 tells us that it was Egypt. Number four, who waged a battle against King Necho of Egypt and defeated him in the city of Carchemish? Jeremiah 46, verse number 2 tells us the answer, but I guess I should give you the selections first. I was just going to make that one hard on you. Okay, here's your choices. It is Sargon, Jehoiakim, or Nebuchadnezzar. Those are your three choices. Who waged battle against King Necho of Egypt and defeated him in the city of Carchemish? Again, Jeremiah 46:2 tells us the answer is Nebuchadnezzar. Number five, who was king of Judah when Nebuchadnezzar attacked the second time? Was it Zedekiah, Jehoiachin, or Hoshea? Hoshea, I mean. Man, I can't talk today, sorry. 2 Kings 24, verses 8 through 12 tells us that it was Jehoiachin. I just give up. All right. Here's our bonus question. During this attack, Which people were not taken captive? During this attack, which people were not taken captive? Good luck on this. I wouldn't know the answer to it. 2 Kings 24, verse 14 tells us that it was the poorest. The poorest. Well, let me know how you did. Several of these, I suspect that you probably didn't do as well this time because there's a lot of Old Testament questions and a lot of places where you don't read that often. So if you got most of these right, I'm impressed. That's all I got to say. Anyway, I hope you have a great weekend.